We need to understand that whether or not we take actions not to tackle climate change, we are going to be suffering the effects of it for many, many generations. So what I mean by that? We still have concentrations of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere that arose at the time of the Industrial Revolution. So any carbon dioxide that emitted into the air now generally hangs around for anything between 20 and 200 years. So our recent ancestors, well, they might have been oblivious to the impacts they were going to have on future generations in terms of changing climate. We are not oblivious, and we can't be ignorant going forward. We need to get a handle on what we're paying into the environment, not because it will have a lasting effect for many, many hundred of years. On Scottish perspective, we are going to see a range of impacts that are going to tell us hard in coming years. For example, we're going to have longer dry summer, we're going to have milder wetter winter, we're going to have much more extreme temperatures. So extreme and winter, more extreme and summer, and longer dry spells. We're going to have less snowfall and less forest, and which has big knock-on impacts on wildlife. And we're also going to have, the famous one that everyone knows about, rising sea level, which for a small coastal country could be pretty devastating. We're gonna see a lot more extreme weather events, a lot more landslides, a lot more erosion, a lot more storms, and a lot more wind. And given the kind of coastal nature of country, and that a lot of people live at or near sea level. From a perspective, the impact the climate change is going to have, and the most devastating potentially is our planet, a blank bug. So about 1,500 square miles of highland is covered in blanket bug, and which when it dries out, and I mean it needs cool, wet condition in order to drive. But when it dries out as a result of warm temperatures, it releases massive quantities of carbon dioxide and methane into the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide is better in route, but methane is such more important as a greenhouse gas. All these sequester carbon and methane. If it gets released into the atmosphere, could have absolutely devastating impacts. It's to respond to climate change. So in 2009, the Scottish government passed the Climate Change Scotland Act, which is still the most ambitious piece of climate change legislation in the world.
Some 42% of our energy used by 2014 was from renewable sources, and by 2020 that will be 50%. Well, I think one of the important things that we have learned in Scotland is that being an outward-looking country means that you have to make sure that you are not only doing what you need to do home to make sure that people thrive and survive.
But actually, look at the contribution you are making on a wider basis, and I'm very proud that in Scotland what we've had is a cross-party unknown collaboration on making sure that we've got some of the most challenging climate change targets on the planet, in fact, world leading.
The Act placed a kind of statutory duty on Scotland to reduce its emissions by 42% against 1990-1991 base levels of emissions by the year 2020 and by 80% by 2050. We've done really well in that respect. We actually met the target 6 years early in 2014, which is absolutely fantastic, but that comes with a caveat. So the result in the 42% reduction is largely as a result of the decarbonization of our electricity supply. So I shifted away from fossil fuel power, away from coal and gas, and the shift towards renewables. Now that's fantastic. But it also came around as a result of slightly warmer than average winter. So there were least damage on the electricity supply. So while it's traffic and we are doing really well and we are upping up our ambitions going forward, it's going to be a lot more difficult to keep the pace up. In many ways, we are very lucky as a small country. There's an awful lot that we can do to help tackle climate change. We've got an enormous abundance of natural energy. White hydro solar, would you believe enough to, really make impact and drive down our emissions at natural level. Also, we are seeing local governments and local authorities working really hard to engage with their communities and make an impact at a local level. I think as a country we really appreciate while we are small. we can make a big difference local and act as a good foreigner for the rest of the world. What we want to do in Highland and in Scotland is empower people and help them understand what they can do.
And it is a simple thing, but it can be as complex as you like, but if you can do little things as simple things right, cumulatively that has an enormous impact.
And let's not just turn here, let's turn around the world.